Left-handed. Onto his right. Great play by George, but in the crease. Jackson running with him instead decides to go up for Tall Chief. George. Skip pass for Duncan. Tall Chief in the middle. Shot just wide of the net. Wide of the net. Loose ball in the corner. No reset after the shot by Pregel. Duncan trying to beat Jackson Bob Pregel to the 5-goal hole, but he says no. Near midfield, and they're able to pick it up. Good work by Nick Fry to secure possession. Fry gets to the front of the net, takes the shot. Buffalo makes the save. Fry into the middle. Shot on. Stopped by Buffalo. Styles Jonathan. Arrows 2-point loss to Tuscarora. Buffalo made a number of saves after facing for 48 seconds. Then it will be an Allegany power play. George with the shot, but he's the man for the Allegany Arrows. Drives to the net, gets to the crease. Duncan with a shot. Here come the Junior Braves. Passing in the middle, quick shot doesn't go. Second attempt, stopped by Buffalo. Knocks it to the floor. Picked up by Fry. Got to get a shot off. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Low drive, blocked by Jackson. In the shot clock, not many defenders are going to step in front of that one. Big credit to Jackson as John tries to play. Spencer Jonathan trying a little hidden ball trick here with Styles Jonathan. Spencer takes the outside look. Buffalo gets letting it go. Allegany sends a long bomb forward. Connects with George. He is driven. No ill intent, I'm sure, but a heavy collision nonetheless as Colin Duncan tries to get to the net, and a penalty. And that's one of the new rules here. You could go over and back. Last year shorthanded. At least one here, if not two, as you want to take that lead into the intermission. That shot from wide. Loose ball snagged by Brendan John. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the period. George down low, tucks it home. Duncan pressed up against the glass. Duncan able to get through, gets to the net. Duncan throwing in a number of fakes. As we got a quick shot the other way and a goal. Goal game here as Brendan John plays it into the far corner. John gets the return pass. It's in front and he scores. And the goal, as the outside shots really have been seen well by both goalies so far. Got to get in tight. As who's going to come away with that one? It's Tonawanda. Quick chance for the Braves down low, but a big save for Kelvin George. Colin Duncan on the near boards. Jackson in the middle, quick shot on. Is wanting their defenders to go out and apply some more pressure. And look what happened, a turnover. And now a patch print up all over him. Ball on the far side. Abrams into the middle. Low shot, they score! And on the crease, can't hang on to it. Looking to pick it back up. Jonathan does. Into the middle. Low drive, they score! His groove here is Smith, as that is his second goal in a row. And the second of the game for Tonawanda, and just like that, but blocked in front. Landon Cotter caught a piece of that one. Cotter sends a long pass forward, but that is the call. Pregel's pass picked off. Here's George all alone. Big save by Pregel of Buffalo into the corner. Back to even strength here. And that's not goals in this game coming on the man advantage. Outside rip there from Jonathan is stopped. Second attempt somehow stayed. Fresh shot clock for Tonawanda. Weisbrot drives in, passes down low. Shot, scores! Goes off of Buffalo, back all the way down to the other end for John. Picks it up. John driving to the net. Stopped by Pregel. As he'll secure possession now for the Junior Arrows. Long feed. Connects. Duncan gets to the net. Point blank shot denied. This one, as we are still tied at 3 with just over 7 minutes to go. Let's see if that changes here. Low shot from Weisbrot is stopped. By Mogi Buffalo. Now Quentin Jackson in transition. Left-handed drive turned away by Pregel. Ball on the far side. With Abrams with a shot, he scores! And shoot up the standings in a hurry, and a win over Tonawanda would go a long way for them, as this Braves team has looked like one of the top teams to Allegany's Mannix Jameson, as he has Been given the early rest as Tonawanda takes a 5-3 lead. The run knocked to the floor there was George. And now picked up and scored. First one in quite some time as Jackson Bob Pragle really had been dialed in. Now Duncan looking to get another. Duncan behind the back shot. There, and it is now a 1-goal game. 5-4 the score. But Tonawanda able to keep possession. Anthony Abrams throws it into the middle. Clyde Jonathan rips it and scores. Ball up. Slow getting up the floor there as it is knocked free by Cash Printup. Heavy pick delivered by Sheehan will lead to the turnover. Now Duncan all alone in front of the net. Bobbled it, but is stopped. Jackson Bob Pragle's gotten some call-ups to the senior team recently, and it's not hard to figure out stick in the Arrows game against Tuscarora, but today it's been all Kelvin George, who just misses second. Quick look at it here, as I believe that was a kick save there. Yes, it was. Wow. And back the other way here by the Junior Braves. Tim Bruder putting his man in a blender as he gets by. Bruder going to take it to the net. Nearly beats Buffalo. Weisbrot into the middle. Trying to create a chance here, but two Arrows swarm to him. Some serious advantages here as the shot from Smith is blocked in front by Jackson. Smith again scores! Looking to create some room here. George into the middle. John with a shot. Saved by Pragle. Grade A opportunities, but Jackson Bob Pragle has done the most to try and take them away. Brendan John has Duncan down low. Duncan all alone. Denied by Pragle. Heavy checks being delivered there from Duncan. Late slash as well. John beyond the restraining line. Goes to George. Time and room. Big save from Pragle again. Now he's going to send an outlet pass that is picked off by Brendan John. And now George has a chance. George toe drag gets to the net. Denied by Pragle. Just yet. Israel White picks up the ball. He is hammered into the bench by a slew of Braves. And now Pragle once again makes another big save for Tonawanda. Ball in the middle. Now down low. Jonathan with a shot. Saved by Buffalo. Buffalo doing all he can on this end for Allegany. Jackson Bob Pragle, we know how great he is, but this one sneaks by the penalty box. Ball on the turf again. John picks it up. Swim move into the middle. John fighting through defenders. Pass down low. Jackson, what a save by Pragle. After this one, might just be all Jackson Bob Pragle saves as he's got a ton of them. Smith on the doorstep. Stopped by Buffalo. 5-hole emoji Buffalo, but the big man says no. George on the doorstep scores. Just like the last shot there from George, nothing much that Pragle could do about that one. As here's Jackson back the other way, looking for another one. Shot is stopped here by kind of support right now for Kelvin George. 2-on-0. Quick chance, stopped by Buffalo. Quick chance, stopped by Buffalo. Fields on a break. Another opportunity denied by Buffalo. George looking down low for Duncan. Pass deflected by Siska. Siska has Duncan knock him down as the first. Jake Smith responsible for it. Here is Smith with some room. Gets to the front of that. Smith stopped by Buffalo. Up. Moved over to the near side. Jonathan picks it up off the boards. Outside shot off the crossbar. To 1-6. And it was a great effort from the Arrows. Here's George with a chance in front, and he scores.